Here we go.
You're tuning in to Will Love Listen. Now listen.
Are you recording this on video? I look like shit, but it is what it is.
Yeah, well, I'm having a bad hair day. I was trying to go for like the Guido Jersey Shore look, and it's just not working out.
Oh yeah, you tried.
I tried, at least I attempted it, but whatever. But no, you look good.
Yeah, I look crazy. It's fine. This is the mom me, so
The mom you. Well, there's so much I want to talk about. So thank you for joining me today.
yes, thank you.
I want to talk about the tour, your wine line, all of that. I also want to get into like the adoption situation because you and I have a very similar story.
Oh no.
And yeah, so I'm really intrigued by that, but I want to like take it back a little bit. Um, because I used to DJ in Poughkeepsie because I used to DJ at K104, the radio
Oh, it's
station.
so weird.
Yeah, so I used to DJ at
That's
K104 for
funny.
years, and
Mhm.
I loved it. And I know you grew up there. So before we get into like your life now and all that, I'm like very curious. What was your life like growing up?
Um, well, it was a small town. I grew up in Marlboro, so literally graduated with like 100 kids. So small town, and yeah, my favorite radio station was K104. Always listened to them. And I would always go to Poughkeepsie to like the clubs and stuff. So I mean, it was definitely like small town vibes, but I always wanted to get out. Like I always wanted to move somewhere closer to the city, or I always wanted to, live in Jersey. So I eventually made it happen.
Yeah, so that's so interesting. So I want to go back, and I know you talked a little bit about this in other interviews. How did
Mhm.
you exactly end up getting cast? Because I know all of you got paid shit your first season. You didn't know it was going to blow up. So
Mhm.
how did you actually find your way onto the show, and how was the casting process?
Well, I always wanted to do reality. So I ended up doing a little like reality show, like one episode, and then I was like, oh, like I really like this. It was like a stupid like dating show, whatever. And I was like, this is really fun. I love it. And then I started, getting all these emails with casting calls for like different shows. So then I got the one that said calling all Guidos, Guidettes. If you go down to Seaside, for the summer, and I'm like, yep, I do that. Yep, makes sense. So it was like calling to me. So I went to do all the interviews, and it was like a process. You go through like tens of millions of interviews, and then you're literally in the hotel, and there's like 20 people in the hotel, and nobody knew like who was gonna go in because they only picked 8 people. So it was like down to the wire of like I don't know if I'm gonna make it. But yeah, I made it, and there you go.
How long was that from like the time you started like interviewing to actually getting cast and filming?
I feel like I don't know, it was like 4 months maybe. So I was the last one that they found. Every like Mike was casted like a year, 2 years in advance.
That far.
They
Wow.
just didn't know what show it was gonna be yet. But they had like Mike and Jenny on hold because they were trying to figure out like what the show was actually gonna be. So I think I was like the last one picked.
Wow, that's interesting. So it really took that long to put the show together.
Yeah. And that's like usually normal for reality shows. It takes a good like year, 2 years to get everything done. But for this one, they didn't realize what kind of show they wanted it. Because first it was like a competition show, the number one Guido Guida who's gonna win, and they win money, and then it turned into, just like a real world type show.
Yeah. Oh man, and how much did you get paid your first season if you could disclose that? You probably could disclose that, but
Nothing. Yeah, we
no.
didn't get paid anything. That's why we were all freaking out because like we all had jobs. We didn't know like how we were gonna make money. And I was in school and I was like missing classes, so we were all kind of freaking out about our life. Like, we're not home for a full month. How are we gonna make money? We did make $200 a week at the shore store, so we actually did get paid for that job. But I mean, that was it.
That's nuts. And then
Hmm.
especially because like even the first season it broke like records with
Hold
viewers.
on, sorry, my son's screaming. Give me 2 seconds. What
Oh,
were you saying?
no, I was saying that like even the first season it broke records with the amount of viewers it got. Um So when it came time for pitching the second season,
Mhm.
how was that process? Because like you knew you needed to make bank by that point because they were making bank off of you guys.
Yeah, we weren't even really thinking about that, honestly. We were just thinking about, making something off the show, but we weren't thinking like, oh, like we need to make all this money. We just wanted to be compensated somehow. But we had no idea what was still happening because when season two happens, the show was popular, but we're young, we're dumb, we don't know. So like we had to hire a team and we were like, we don't know what to do. Like we're not like actors, we don't know this world. So we were naive. We had no idea what was happening.
Wow.
Yeah.
And but when it came time to negotiation, how was that for season two? Because I've heard that originally they only wanted to bring back you, Paulie D, and Mike, and they wanted to like
Yeah.
consistently like swap the cast out each season, but then that changed.
No, yeah, I think that was a rumor because we heard that too. Um, I heard that, they wanted to keep just three of us and then they would just like keep getting new people. Um, and we were freaking out about that because I was like, no, like I need Jenny there. She's my bestie. But that didn't happen. So I'm glad it didn't happen because I would have freaked out.
Yeah, and I don't think it would be what it is today.
Agreed. Yeah.
So like going into season two, how was that experience? Because now you guys are famous, and I felt like that's really when the ball got rolling from there.
Well, I wouldn't say we changed because we were just as crazy. We were, having the best time. I just think filming wise with cameras everywhere, and the paparazzi we weren't used to. So like us just like walking down the street, there was like 600 paparazzi trying to get pictures of us. We felt like the Kardashians. And we weren't used to that because season one, we were just like normal people, having a good time living our lives. So yeah, season two was just like a lot of media attention that we weren't used to.
And then it just went on from there. I think like at your
Yeah.
peak, like, you guys got like what, like 8 million plus viewers every week? That's insane.
Yeah, it was crazy. A crazy, crazy time.
So, the show happens and then it goes off the air for a bit, but you stayed in like the whole reality space because you had a couple spin-offs, one with JWoww and
Yeah.
then one with your husband and family.
Hmm.
And then it comes time for like the reboot. So how was that experience when there was originally talks of it? And then the reboot's been going on longer than the original series. So how do you
Hmm.
feel like the reboot compares to like the original series?
Well, obviously it's totally different because we're all older now and we're married. We all have kids, so it's not, like we're still 21, partying and raging and going crazy. So it's definitely a different dynamic. But I mean, I feel like every time, we all get together, we still act like we're young and crazy and dancing and having drinks. Like we still get rowdy, even though we're older and we're parents. But totally different because we're grown now. We matured, kind of. I mean, there's still drama, there's still craziness, but I love the fact that we can have our kids on and our kids are like cousins, best friends. So it's literally just like, the show has evolved with us because we're older now.
Do you think that, well, first off, what do you prefer, the original series or the Family Vacation?
Family vacation because I love like showing my work side with like my stores and everything because back in the day it was just like us partying like just being drunk 24/7 and now I like to be able to show people that I'm not just like drinking all the time. Like I like them to see me as a mom and like how I really am every single day and not just like at a bar drinking. So I like to show people the different real side of me, which is like being a mom 24/7 and running my businesses and stuff like that. So I like showing that better.
Yeah, and you really have a lot going on, like with all the
Yeah.
endorsements and the wine and the touring. And this isn't your first like podcast tour because you've been doing this a minute, right?
Yeah, I think this is the third tour that me and Joey have done. So we did like one, I think we did two tours before COVID, and then COVID hit, and then now this is our first tour back, I think. I don't know. There's a lot going on in my life. Um, but I'm excited. I love the tours. Uh, just because I love like meeting all the fans and everyone. And it's literally just like a girls' night out. So everyone comes, you get your drinks. We do charades with everyone. It's a lot of audience interaction, which I love. But then obviously, it's our podcast, so we're like doing our celebrity news, which we basically just make up. But yeah, it's so much fun. I love the tours. It's like a nice mommy's night out for me.
Oh, that's good. And Joey, your co-host, how did you guys meet?
We met 10 years ago.
Not long
He was a
ago.
makeup artist for Mac, and I was doing a Mac shoot. And he was doing my makeup, and we were besties ever since. Like literally attached at the hip ever since. He's my gay bestie.
Oh man, and that's awesome. I see some clips with you guys. I love it. You could feel like the connection. So, did you ever think like your podcast would last this long? Because it's been going on like for a few years now.
Oh yeah, I want to say like 8 years. It started out with just me on it. Like when podcasts were like starting to like be a thing. Now
Yeah,
everybody has a
I
podcast.
know.
But we've been busting our ass with the podcast, and we have loyal listeners for years. So yeah, I enjoy it. It's like therapy. We like just talk. Our podcast is basically just me and Joey on a phone conversation, and you're listening. It's like we're talking about our weekend, how crazy it was, who's pissing me off this week. So it's just like therapeutic, I feel, but everyone's listening.
I can't wait for the show because you have like a bunch lined up. And you're going to
Mhm.
be in Morristown, of course, at Mayo Pack. So, are you going to be doing meet and greets? And could you give fans like some tea? Are you going to be roasting any of your castmates?
I never roast. I feel like that's like Vinny. Vinny always roasts us. But no, yeah, we do meet and greets. So I think when you buy tickets, there's like an option. You can do the VIP. And I think we do like 50 to 75 meet and greets. So I love those because I feel like I always get presents. The fans like bring me pickles and wine, and I love it. So yeah, I'm really excited. Like I said, it's like a mom's night out for me. And I feel like everyone always leaves wrecked. So it's a good night.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm like a wino, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And you have your wine. I hope I don't butcher the name. Mima. Oh, you're wearing the hat.
Oh yeah, it's Mawma, messy Mawma.
Bessie Mo.
So it's basically Mama, but I say Mawma. So I wanted it to be different and unique to me. So yeah, messy Mama wine.
And how many variations do you have, like flavor wise?
I have two. I have a red blend, and then I have a rosé, and then I'm coming out with a white this spring, or no, this summer. So the white is gonna be, I don't want to say what it is yet, but I'm really excited for the white. It's delicious, and I love my wine because it literally doesn't give you hangovers. I mean, obviously, if you
Oh,
drink a lot of
good.
it, you feel something. But no, yeah, you can have a good like 3 glasses and be fine the next morning.
Oh my God, people, I need that. I was at a concert the other night and
Mhm.
I was so nauseous the next day, and I don't know what the hell type of wine I ordered, but it was just not it.
Oh
So,
yeah, that's cheap crap wine.
yeah,
Terrible.
yeah, it was at Prudential Center.
Yeah,
So
it makes sense.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Mm.
So I gotta try your wine now because if it doesn't give you,
Yeah,
that's like, that's it.
it's delish. Trust me.
And I'm assuming you're gonna be selling bottles at the show.
No, so you can only get my wine online. Obviously, I'm working on getting into liquor stores and everything, but it's just sold online right now. Um, and yeah, that's the main goal is to get it in stores because I feel like everyone would grab it off the shelves, but there's like a process with wine and stuff. So
Yeah, no, wine and spirits is a bit annoying from what I've heard with
yeah.
that.
Hmm.
But at least you could order it on wine online.
Yeah.
Now the new variation, the white, when does that launch?
It's gonna be in a couple weeks, I believe. Just trying to make sure, everything is done with like the labels and all this stuff because it takes a minute. But yeah, I want to get it out before the summer's over. So I'll
And
be teasing it. You'll see.
yeah, yeah, I'll be ordering it, so that's
Nice.
for sure. Now your the Snooki shop, it's been around for a while, and originally it was like one storefront, and now it's expanded. So
Mhm.
I'm very curious because your shop is really successful. So I'm very curious to hear how that came about.
Well, I had my online store. since 2010, and I always wanted like my own store because I worked in Forever 21 for years and I just loved retail. I love obviously clothes, like I had my own style back in the day. Love accessories, jewelry. So I was always like a girl's girl like that. And then obviously when the show came, we had opportunities to like work with people and like have our own lines. So yeah, I had my online boutique store since 2010, and then I basically just had time. Like I wasn't really busy with filming or traveling or anything. So I was like, you know what? I finally want to open my own store. I'm gonna do it. And I literally just like bought a place and just threw everything into it and opened it in like a month. It was crazy. But like I didn't make myself think about it because I didn't want to stress about it. I just wanted to have it fun, and I want my store, and my stores are, just like a fun place to go and shop and good vibes. So yeah, I opened my first store in Madison in 2019, I think. And yeah, now I'm working on opening my fourth store in Nashville.
That's insane. And I know you have a location in Beacon. Where's the other location?
Well, Beacon, I ended up closing, just because I just feel like I wasn't like fitting in there really. Like I love Beacon, love the vibe, but I just feel like I was just like too loud, like gaudy leopardy for
Yeah.
Beacon, because Beacon's kind of like hippie. So I loved Beacon, but I ended up closing my Beacon store to open Long Island. So now I'm in Huntington, Long Island, which I fit way better in. And I love Long Island. Everyone is amazing there. So yeah, I have Madison, New Jersey, Seaside Heights, which is like my fave in the summer. And then Long Island, and then Nashville is going to be opening soon.
Nice. I'm excited. We saw a little bit of like you like scouting on Nashville.
Yeah.
Are we gonna see like the opening? Is that gonna be documented on the show at some point?
Yeah, I mean, I think they want to film it like next month. So we'll see. I would love to document it, obviously, because you guys saw me trying to like shop for it, and I didn't find any places, and it took a while, but I found the cutest spot. So yeah, if we end up filming again, it's gonna be on the show for sure.
Sweet. So did you just wrap like the upcoming season then?
Yeah,
How
yeah.
was
So
that?
that should, I feel like that's airing in September. Yeah, maybe September or October. I don't know, sometime in the fall. Yeah.
How long is like the process for family vacation, like when you film a season?
I would say like 3 months.
3 months? Okay.
Yeah, with filming for like a month straight of, just like us traveling and doing our mini trips, and then like we have like little scenes here and there. Yeah, so I would say like 3 months.
Now, this upcoming season, could you tease anything?
I don't even remember what happened because I feel like it was so long ago. I don't remember. Where did we go? Oh, we went to Miami. All right, so this season is going to be definitely nostalgic
Okay.
because we go to Miami and we visit like all the old places and the stomping grounds, and like our favorite restaurants. Um, so that was definitely, I think, my favorite. It's just like going back to all the places that we used to just party and go crazy at. So I'm actually excited to see how that turns out.
Oh, me too. And everyone joined, right?
Yes. Yeah, everybody was there.
How did it feel having Sam back? Because initially there was a lot of, and it seemed like the show didn't really like cover it that much, which I was surprised. There was like a lot of, speaking of the Snooki shop, there was a lot of beef or misunderstanding between you and Sam because you had your business forever, and then she was opening up a business and she felt kind of I guess blocked because you had opened up a seaside location, and she had opened up a shore location as well. So
Mhm.
that seemed, unless it was editing, it seemed like it was kind of glossed over. How was that when she came back into the house and the group originally, knowing that she felt some type of way about your business?
Well, I knew when she came back that we were going to have the conversation about it, and to me it was a total misunderstanding, and we just needed to like have a talk, and I haven't seen her in years. We haven't spoken. So I was excited for her to come back, but we've been begging Sam to come back for years on the show, and she just wasn't ready, and she was I think she was just like living her life and she was fine with, missing it. But then she was like, all right, let me just try it out. So we were all very excited for her to come back. When we saw her, it was all tears and just so excited for her to be back. So we've been wanting her back forever. And it just felt like it wasn't complete. Obviously, we had the conversation, but like me and Sam, even though we had issues like back in the day, we never really like fought or held grudges because we just loved each other so much as girlfriends. And I'm the type of girl that's not going to try and fight with you all the time. We're going to have a resolution, we're going to talk about it, and then we're going to move on because I hate drama with my best friends. So I would just say we were adults about it, and now we're good.
That's good. I thought there was gonna be some beef about that, but it seemed like you guys like moved past it pretty quick. Was that just a show or was it actually how it happened?
No,
Off
that's exactly how it happened. Like I said, I don't like to fight with my girls. I think it's just unnecessary. We're too old for that shit, and we just need to have an adult, conversation about it. I was wrong, you were wrong, whatever. Let's move on. We love each other. So that's literally what happened.
Where are you and Ronnie? Because initially, if with all the things going through that he was going through, he took a break, and then
Mm.
saw him come back into the scene a little bit. Um, and it seemed like everyone was apprehensive at first, but then they let their guard down. Where are you guys at today?
I feel like we're all good with Ron. He's working on himself. He's definitely bettering himself, being the best version of Ronnie, especially for his daughter. Because he had like a lot of drama going on. So I feel like he's doing great. Um, and obviously we love to have Ron when we're
Yeah.
filming. I just feel like when we're all together, it's just like perfect. So yeah, Ron's doing very good and we're proud of him.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad.
Mhm.
Now,
Yeah.
um, was that interesting with Sam and Ron back in the mix when you were filming the most recent season
Mhm.
that aired? And do you feel like because I posted on social media I was going to be interviewing you and people sending questions, etc. on Instagram. Do you feel
Mhm.
like when it comes to Sammy that she was like um pushing a fight with Angelina to avoid having to deal with Ron?
Oh no. No, she was definitely not trying to fight with Angelina. It just wasn't stopping. But she definitely wasn't excited, I would say, to be in the same room as Ron. But at the same time, like she just wanted to get it over with. Everybody was making it such a big deal. And they dated literally like 12 years ago. So I just feel like she wanted to get it over with. And they did eventually get it over with. It was a little awkward. But I feel like it's fine now.
You do, okay.
Yeah, I feel like it'll always be a little awkward because I mean, who wants to like hang out with their ex?
I know.
Nobody. Like
Yeah.
I actually feel terrible for both of them, but it is what it is.
I mean, watching that, I kind of was like a little bit because her and Angelina's issues weren't really that deep, and Ron, that was very deep. And I mean, you lived it, like all the scenes of them lashing out. They had like a very like abusive, toxic relationship. So were you surprised that it seemed like her and Angelina were beefing more over nothing than Ron and Sam actually dealing with like their past?
Well, no, because she doesn't want to deal with the past. It's like it's a lot, and she's over it. She's in a great relationship, so she didn't even want to go there. She doesn't want to have that conversation. Neither does he. They're both like in a good mindset with their life that they don't need to rehash like the old crazy shit. And Angelina just loves fighting, so that wasn't a surprise.
Now, I would have never if I would have never predicted that like, for like the vacation reboot that she would be back into the mix um at such
Mhm.
a prominent capacity because I feel like she's now like one of the like a staple figure on the show and you probably agree because you've always been one. Um so how was that getting reconnected with her when the reboot started and like where are you guys at today? Because we've seen you guys go up and down, but I do think you guys have like a bit of a connection.
Yeah, I feel like, we're older now and, we don't want any like drama or negative vibes with any of us. So I feel like now like we genuinely just respect each other. We love each other. Even though it's our job, we love hanging out with each other. Like we're all genuinely like best friends. Like I consider us family. So I feel like everything is like good now. Sam's like in a great place in her life. She's getting married. She got a new house. She's doing great for herself.
What were the dynamics on this upcoming season that you guys just wrapped?
What do you mean with everyone?
Yeah, like who is beefing with who?
Well, you have to see. You gotta watch. But obviously there's definitely drama and it's like drawn out so much that it's crazy.
Oh, it's drawn out.
So I mean, we try to have a good time. I always try and have a good time. I hate the drama. I hate being involved. It happens sometimes, but like I'm just there to have fun and then go home.
Were there any unexpected feuds?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys are gonna like this. It's a little crazy.
Okay. Not something you've seen before.
Yeah. Hmm.
All right. I guess that's all I could dig out when it comes to that.
No, yeah, we're not supposed to tell like what happened because we want you to watch it. So get ready.
I'm looking forward to it.
Mhm.
So, what other like things do you have going on? Because I know you're a busy bee with like everything that we just mentioned.
Yeah, well, I have the podcast tours. So I have Staten Island Thursday, and then I go to Boston Friday for that. And then, obviously just busy with the stores, trying to get Nashville open before the summer ends. So I'm trying to get that done and also like get down there, hopefully film it. And my wine coming out and everything. And also, just being a mama three, going to sports and going down the shore and trying to have like our time. Um, so yeah, every day is an adventure.
You should get your own spin-off. Just like watching like you tried to like do the interviews and your kids coming in and like
It's
juggling.
very chaotic. Yeah.
Now, a lot of people have been campaigning for you to be on Real Housewives, and I think you would be great. And I know there was a little bit of tension between you and Andy because he made some like shady comments about that not happening in the press. One,
Yeah.
do you think you would be a good housewife?
No, I hate
No?
drama. The Housewives is all drama. I would literally cry myself to sleep if I knew I was fighting with people. Like, I will lose sleep. I don't like arguments. Obviously, like, if I get pissed off, I'm gonna come at you. But I don't like fighting with people. It's just like it drains me. I'm a very positive person. So if like I have that drama with them, like I'm gonna hate that. Like I don't want that. So no, I would be a horrible housewife.
Damn. So you don't want to do the show.
No, I never said I wanted to. I don't know how this all happened.
But it's
I
the
think like a
fans.
fan just like
The
said
fans
I want
want
to
you
be on.
on. The fans
Yeah.
want you on. So every year, especially now because they're doing a huge recasting, your name
Mhm.
is back in the mix. So
Yeah, I'm okay, guys. I mean, I'm a fan of the Housewives, love them, but I don't want to be involved in that. No. I like watching the drama. I don't want to be involved.
be involved, yeah.
Yeah.
So are you like on the sidelines with the drama this year with Jersey Shore?
I mean, I always am. Like I never like want to be a part of it, but like if it happens, I'm obviously going to stand up for myself and not take anybody's shit. But I rather just like sit back and watch it unfold while I have my martini and just like watching.
And do you duke it out at all or right now? Or are you like more of like the voice of reason, like middleman
Yeah,
currently?
I feel like I'm more of like the positive energy. Like, let's just move on from this. Like, this is just petty. We're too old for this fucking shit. Like, I can't deal. Like, I already have drama screaming with my kids at home. Like, I don't want to come here and fight with my friends. You know what I mean? So I try and just like, I try and have everyone's back, but also like, have everyone say their piece. But like, let's freaking move on and have a good time.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like that's worked out really well for you because I feel like from the beginning, like you know how to like mix it up and argue and get over it, like conflict and resolution without it like going on for too long.
Yeah, I can't deal. It's like draining. It just drains my battery and I hate it. So I'm the girl that will like fight and then the next day we'll be holding hands having cocktails. Like I'm not into it. I hate it.
You'll be like, let's go for a drink and make up type of
Yeah,
situation.
literally like just shut up and move on.
Now, I do want to touch on the adoption subject because you and I have that in common. Like I was adopted as an infant, like like a week old from Colombia. And I grew up similar like you, like in an Italian household. And
Mhm.
sometimes I've been curious about like going back and meeting my biological family, although they are in Colombia. I don't know if yours are also in South America or not.
Mhm.
But watching that storyline start to be covered on the show between Angelina and you, I related to it. I felt like a lot of people related to it, and I felt like it was very refreshing. So I'm curious to
Mm.
hear about your adoption story.
Yeah, so actually I totally forgot about this. I'm doing I sit down with Pamela, the girl that helped Angelina, and I went deep. I went deep
Yeah.
with Pamela with my adoption. So you're gonna see it this season. And it's crazy. It's crazy the things I found out, what I'm gonna do with it, the information. So yeah, I was adopted at 6 months. To my parents who are Italian. So I grew up, in the Italian culture of like, all of that. And, I was, where was I? Santiago? Yeah, Santiago, Chile. I was born. So yeah, they picked me up at 6 months, and that was that. Obviously, I was, always curious, like, what does my birth family look like? Because I feel like my parents never had to tell me I was adopted because we look nothing alike. I'm like this brown, like Chilean girl. My parents are just like not brown. So I always knew, but it like never like hurt my feelings. It never like gave me a complex. But as I got older, I was just like, I want someone to look like me. And then once I had my children, that void kind of went away and it like filled it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I wasn't as curious. But then when I saw Angelina do her thing, I was like, oh wow, now I'm really curious. So I ended up sitting down with Pamela, and yeah, you'll get to see that this season coming up.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's a
I
lot.
I feel like that's something that like you guys really connect with. And because like it's such a unique story that like not many people could relate. So
Mhm.
I like that.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of information. Um, but yeah, if you're curious, I would say to reach out to Pamela 'cause she's great.
Now I might like take you up on that after this.
Yeah,
Is your family all in Chile?
yeah.
They are, okay.
Mhm.
And she was able to find all that information out despite them being, in another country, far no less.
Yeah, so Pamela, she was adopted herself and she wanted to find her family. She ended up doing it. So then she just started doing this for other people. And before me, she ended up finding a family, um, or, a person who was adopted from Africa. And she ended up finding the birth parents there.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, she's a boss. She's great.
That's awesome.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to like look into that after this.
Yeah. Hmm.
Now, did you always know you were adopted? Like, were your parents like honest with you from like the beginning? Like full disclosure type of situation?
Yeah, like I said, they never had to tell me. I just knew. I just knew, and I was okay with it, and it never was like an issue, because I was like so like happy with where I ended up, and my parents are my parents. But yeah, as I got older, it started to become like a curiosity for sure.
Yeah, I feel you. That's so interesting. Yeah, that was like how I grew up too. Like my parents were always honest with me about it. They wanted me to know about it.
Hmm.
Um, and I actually think that's in part because I do have a relative, an older cousin that was adopted, but he doesn't know it still till this day. It was
Oh,
like,
that's hard.
yeah, it was like a big secret. So my mother and like my father wanted me to always know from the beginning, like full disclosure. So it was never like a
Right.
and it
Yeah.
wasn't like a thing,
Hmm.
I was glad about that. Although it was hard to explain to other kids because I feel like once I explained it, I was kind of like bullied and picked on for it. And I'm like, I'm not telling that ever again.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
I
It did.
hate people.
I know, me too. Kids could be rude. Did you experience that when you were younger, or did you just not even mention it?
No. I mean, all my friends knew, all my classmates knew, and they never said anything about it. No. So that's terrible. That's awful.
Yeah. When?
Yeah, literally
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah. Like, ugh. Ay, ay, ay. But I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I totally forgot that happened. So yeah, a lot went down. with Pamela to try and like find, what's happening in my journey of being adopted. And then I had my parents come and sit with Pamela. There's a lot of tears and crying. So yeah, it was very emotional. I'm excited for everyone to see that, especially since, if fans are adopted and, you're curious, but you never made the move. I feel like this will help.
Did you hold back because you didn't want to like insult your parents who raised you?
Yeah, and I go into depth in that, in the episodes, which you guys will see. But yeah, like I was always curious, but like I didn't want to hurt my parents' feelings. And I feel like at any time that I brought it up with them, my mom would like get upset, so I just didn't want to upset my parents, but they also knew that, this day would come where I would be curious to like find my birth family. So it was definitely very emotional, but I wanted to make sure my parents were okay.
Did you feel like it was more like healing, traumatic, or even both?
Um, I don't know. I definitely want to say traumatic because that's like drama. Um, I don't know. I can't find the word for it. I would say nerve wracking for me. It was very nerve wracking, um, but also satisfying at the same time. A
Are
lot
you
of emotions.
are you happy with like the end result?
Yeah, I mean, I got what I wanted. I mean, I'm still like thinking about stuff, and if we start filming again, I'm sure we're gonna go into depth more with it. But yeah, it was a lot of information to take in.
Were you almost apprehensive because we all saw what happened with Angelina? And
Well,
it,
no, because I was going in differently.
okay,
When she started it, she wanted to meet her birth father right away and like, just to see who this man was. Me, I didn't go in and still don't feel like I want to meet them. I just wanted information.
okay.
Um, so we both had different goals with this.
Wow. Yeah, I feel like to be quite honest with you, I feel like in my opinion, that was the reason she was like very emotional and last season because I think that was probably an underlying issue besides the toxic relationship. But I really do feel like
Mm.
something like that, um, because it stems from childhood, could really fuck you up if it doesn't go right, you know?
Yeah, it's a lot. So, you gotta always protect yourself and have your guard up sometimes.
I'm looking forward to like seeing that this season. It's such like a
Yeah.
real storyline. So like I'm really like pumped for it.
Yeah, like I said, I'm excited, with this show because it shows us other than, what people think we are, which is like party girls or party people that just drink and fist pump. Like there's
Yeah.
more to us than, just being crazy pants. So I like that, we get emotional like this and we show vulnerable sides of us. So this season's gonna be a lot for sure.
I can't wait. And I love like Family Vacation. I honestly like it a lot more than the original series for that reason. It seems like there's like a lot more depth.
Yeah. And a lot of like real shit that's going on in our lives.
Now, do you have any other appearances coming up? Because I know you do a lot of club appearances, like in Atlantic City. Like I saw something at the Hard Rock or what have you. In addition to the tour, do you have any other appearances coming up?
Well, that was actually my first appearance in like 8 years, so I was so excited for it. Yeah, so I was like, woo! So yeah, I did the pool at Harrah's, which was amazing. I might be going back for the holidays.
Oh, fun.
I'm
For
excited for
like
that.
an event?
Yeah, so we'll see. But my next club appearance is gonna be after my show this Friday in Boston. So I have my show, and then after that, go to dinner, and then we're gonna go to the club. I think it's called Memoir. But yeah, I have an appearance, my other appearance, which I'm excited for. So I'm gonna have a fun girls' night.
Yay, I can't wait. Well, you're going to be doing a lot of them with the tour.
I mean, yeah, we'll see. We shall see.
So I'm excited. So is there anything we didn't cover? Because I feel like we dipped into like a lot.
Oh yeah, I think you did great. This was a great interview.
Thank you. Thank you. Despite my bad hair today.
No,
When?
it's fine. I just got back from the gym. I look crazy. So.
No, you look good. You look good. I like the highlights.
Oh yeah, I just washed my hair, so it looks pretty.
I like it. You know, it's so funny. I have a picture from you from fucking 2000. I think it was 2010, maybe like the end of 2010 at
Mhm.
a opening for Sizzle Tans.
Oh, yes.
I don't even know if you
Was that
remember.
like Christmas time?
Yes, yeah, exactly. It was Christmas time. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I
That
was
was
like,
fun. I got wasted there.
yes, yeah, that was a fun. That was a fun
Those
night.
were the days.
Yeah, those were the days. The picture, I have to send it to you. It's like you think you're tan now. You were super tan then. I was like the same color you were then. I was going to the tanning salon a lot then.
Yeah,
It's like such like a early 2010s like vibe.
that's so funny. I can't.
But I'm so happy you joined me today. And I look forward to going to the show because I'll probably be at the Morristown one. And in like a
Mhm.
I kind of want to grab Pamela's info, but like after we end this.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah,
thank
I'll have Gina send you all the stuff.
oh good, good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I might grab a photo real quick, even though my hair looks I can't stand it today. But you want to smile real quick?
Yeah. Ready?
No, I'm gonna do the kissy face too.
Okay.
You pull it off better than me. But thank you again
Of
and
course.
look forward to the show.
All right, thank you. It was nice talking to you.
You too.
All right, bye.